Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 108 and today, oh boy, I am having one of those days. I can't believe how badly today has gone. I'm going to admit that today is my first day back being full-time YouTube, okay? I'm full-time YouTube once again and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm loving the fact that I'm full-time YouTube. I woke up at like 6:30 in the morning today, like, yes, I am ready for a day of YouTube, and so far it's not gone brilliantly. For anyone who's wearing headphones, you might be able to hear some noise outside. That's because they're doing some serious gardening work right outside my window. Just right there, outside my window, doing some serious gardening. So that's not the best start. If you're a YouTuber, okay, outside noise, most frustrating thing in the world. Just after having a cold, which of course I had last week. So not the best start. But then following that, as you can see, some things have changed here. We've got some a few bits and pieces going on. And I recorded all of this. It was great fun. It was all going really, really well. Then I realized that I had switched off for some bizarre reason. Don't even know how I did it. I had somehow managed to switch off external microphone input in my Fraps settings, which means that none of my voice was being recorded. All you got was a few ghast noises, a few zombie pigman noises, which that doesn't make for a very entertaining video, does it? So yes, it's one of those days today, but I am very excited to start recording today. As you can see, we have got a few bits and pieces going on here. First off, all of this floor now is half slabs as opposed to upside down half slabs, and that's to prevent zombie pigmen and ghast spawning, because that was going to be a big problem. Okay, if we got a ghast in here, we all know what my reaction would have been. It would have been panic, destroy everything would be on fire, everything would explode, I would have died multiple times, and yeah, it wouldn't have been brilliant. So we fixed all of that, and also we have got the ball rolling for the piston door that I'm going to be creating over here, and I'll show you that in my redstone testing world. So here it is. This is the beast of a door that I'm going to be building today, and hopefully at least a few of you recognize this thing, because this was for the 200,000 subscriber special. This is the Mumbo door. As you can see, flick this lever and boom! Who's that handsome fella? Oh, it's me. Yes, this is my face in a door, and I think it looks brilliant. This is like the perfect entrance to our Nether hub area. It's going to look absolutely awesome. The only slight problem that I have with it is the fact that the back of it is just one big H, which I don't know what that stands for. Let me know down in the comment section what that could stand for, and then we can give that some form of meaning. But that's going to be what we're going to look at coming out of the Nether portal. But anyone coming into my Nether hub is going to see this guy right here, which I think is absolutely awesome. The perfect entrance to the base area, the Mumbo face door. And of course, I'll put a link to the tutorial down in the description if you do want to check this one out. Build one for yourselves, cover your server in them, because that would be excellent. But that's what we're going to be building. So I'm going to head back onto the Hermitcraft server. We're going to start chucking around some redstone, and hopefully we can construct this guy. So, as you can see from my inventory right here, I have got a ton of redstone resources. I've got a bunch of blocks, bunch of redstone pistons, sticky pistons, comparators, hoppers, droppers, all those sorts of things. We should be good to go here, okay? I think we should actually be able to complete this thing. We are going to need a bunch more sticky pistons, but we can work on that one. But the good thing about this redstone circuit is the fact that it shares a bunch of characteristics with the standard 3x3 piston door that I usually build, because all of the monostable circuits and things like that that do the double piston extension are exactly the same. So in theory, I should be able to build this one relatively quickly, because that 3x3 door is pretty much ingrained in my brain. I've built that thing so many times that this should be a relatively simple job. It's just got a few little differences, obviously an extra double piston extender that we have to deal with, but other than that, I think we are good to go. So I'm going to crack on with this one, and then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Before you ask, yes, I am destroying my entire piston door. Built the whole thing, and then realised that I'd placed it far too close to the room, meaning that I couldn't actually continue on my wall design and would have had loads of exposed redstone, which just... You know, when I mentioned at the start of this episode, it's one of those days, it's definitely just one of those days today. But somehow I'm still really enjoying it, because it feels good to be back on YouTube. So for the second time today, the entire bottom circuit is now all completed. You can see this is all the wiring, and I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with my past redstone design. I mean, seriously, for a moron like myself, this is pretty good going. This really is. I mean, look at this crazy circuitry going on here. I never would have thought of this stuff nowadays. So, I don't know. Maybe I was just better at redstone back in those days. But what we've got is we've got this double piston extender at the back here. And then we have got, up the front, we of course have the block swapper circuit that has the single block retraction, then the double block retraction as well. So let's see if everything is up and running this time around. I need to chuck a lever down here, and that's good. That is a good sign. We've got the double extension and also both blocks going up like that. Now let's give this one a go. Almost. That was very close. There's probably something that I've done wrong here. Maybe that's on the wrong ticks or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. I copied this block for block from my redstone testing world. Let's give it another go. Okay, that's looking good. That's even worse. I'm going to have to play around with this one. Alright, so I think I found a solution to the issue. I needed a piece of redstone dust under this block right here, which of course I hadn't realised. So let's give it a bash. Double extension is working fine, and double retraction is working fine. Excellent. Okay, so the bottom circuit is done. Panic over. I was a little bit concerned then because it's a very old redstone circuit. Right, now it's time to start wiring up the outside pistons, and then we should have pretty much everything done. The good news is I have now wired up all of the outside pistons. You can see all of the circuitry going around the top here. Looks a little bit bare bones, and that's simply because there's no pistons on the inside of it. Yeah, there's meant to be pistons in all of these gaps here, but as you can see, I have run out of slime. I've got plenty of pistons, but I don't quite have enough slime. But the good news is of course, although we don't have a slime farm at my base, which is definitely something I want to do in the future, we are very, very close to the nether portals now. So we can just pop on over, we can walk on over to the slime farm, pick up a few slime balls and things, and carry on with our projects. Seriously, I really do wish I had got a nether portal sooner. I think I would have made so much more progress on my Hermitcraft bases. Ah, well. Final finishing touches in now. We've got to place a block on the edge of this redstone dust, which is extremely difficult. Then our sticky piston there, our coal block on its face, and then our coal blocks going up like this. And that does the back side, I do believe. It just needs to replace this iron block here with coal as well. And oh, please tell me I haven't done that. Please tell me I haven't done what I think I might have done. No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have. I hope I haven't. I hope I haven't placed this door the wrong way around, because I will go mad. I will go seriously crazy. Right, I think our sticky piston should go there instead. And then that one's the coal block. I've just placed the coal blocks in the wrong locations. Thank you. Oh, could you hear the panic in my voice just then? I thought I'd made it so that we would see the Mumbo face from the inside here. And when you were coming inside from the outside, you wouldn't get a Mumbo face. You'd get the H thing, which looks a little bit rubbish. But thankfully, it was just me being silly with the coal blocks. Otherwise, I probably would have given up. I probably would have given up today. I know it's been great, and I'm really happy to be back on Hermitcraft and back full-time YouTube, but there's only so much a man can take in one day, and it's pushing it. It is pushing it today. But anyway, we have got to pick up a bunch of sandstone now. We need sandstone stairs, we need sandstone slabs, and also sandstone blocks as well, and that should cover it. Then, of course, we can replace all of these blocks here, make the entire thing look a little bit more pretty, and then we can work on our tunnel. One thing that I thought I'd try is I thought I'd try birchwood instead, simply because I want to see how it looks. Maybe it'll look better than the sandstone. However, straight away, I'm unsure if that is going to be the case. And I can't actually remember how to place these. I think it's something like that. And then we need the birchwood up at the top. Yeah, that looks about right. Let's flick this lever here. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the middle bit. That looked awful there. So I think this one needs to be a block in the center. So we'll actually grab some birchwood blocks there. So this one needs to be a block in the middle. And then this one needs to be an upside down slab. I personally think sandstone looks a little bit better than that one. But as you can see, the redstone's all working, so that's brilliant. Sandstone or birchwood? I don't actually know. Huh. That's really strange. I can't actually think which one looks better right now. I think the sandstone looks a tiny bit more mouldy. That one looks a little bit cleaner. But then sandstone is a better colour than birchwood. That's like a vomity colour. And there's a cast there. Oh, please tell me it hasn't spotted me. Well, I'm going to have to be quick about this decision. I'm going to vote for birchwood just because I think that looks a lot better. Decoration-wise, I think everything is done now. We have got sandstone going around the outside. We've got some sandstone flooring going in. All of the coal blocks are nice and integrated. I just think it looks good. I think it looks pretty good. And then when we flick the lever, of course, we get the lovely face of Mumbo in there, which looks excellent. I'm really, really happy with the way that this whole thing has turned out. Now, of course, we have got to link this up to something other than a lever. We don't really want a lever input for this one, so we're going to have pressure plates on this side, pressure plates on this side, and then of course a T flip-flop that is going to toggle between them, which I think is probably the best way of doing things here. So, let's crack on with that one, and then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So I decided to try using a completely different T flip-flop design to the one that I usually do. Usually it's the sticky piston facing upwards with the sticky piston with a redstone block on the end of it so that it spits out its block. That's my go-to, okay? That's the only T flip-flop I've ever used on Hermitcraft. Decided to try something different, and it works unless you stand on the pressure plate for a long time. Then it turns into a redstone clock, which is basically how this whole mechanism works. And as you can see, it begins to make just a mess. It's made a mess there, look. So, yeah, I don't really know what to say. I think I'm going to have to go for a slightly different design. Of course, it does work fine if you just walk over the pressure plates. Then it works absolutely perfectly, like a T flip-flop should. But if you stand on the pressure plate, we end up with a redstone clock. And that's just not really what I fancy. So we're going to have to go for a slightly different design there. So as you can see here, today is not the day for new T flip-flop designs. We have gone for the old faithful sticky piston facing upwards, sticky piston facing across. That's everything done. So let's just quickly make sure that this thing is working. Of course it is going to work because this is just the go-to T flip-flop design. So there's the opening and there is the closing. Oh. Have we broken some of the redstone here? We definitely have. Why did I build that redstone clock? It seems to have broken something. What's actually happened here? Oh my words. Today is going to drive me mad. I found the solution. I think we're actually there. What happened is that when the pressure plates were here, the redstone underneath would cause an update to the piston. So there was no powering going on. It was quite simply an update, which meant that the whole thing didn't actually work, which is quite surprising. Wasn't expecting that one to happen. But as you can see, when we stand on these pressure plates right here, everything is now fully functional. We have got ourselves a working T flip-flop design. Finally, this room is completed. Now we can move on to the slightly different projects of today's episode. The first thing I want to do is I want to create a banner design for our tunnel area because of course the hermits need to know how to get to my base, and the best way to do that is using banners. And I've actually posted a Twitter competition and some of the designs are absolutely awesome. So I'm quickly going to pop through to my testing world. I'll show you the design that I'm going for because I think you guys are going to really like it. So for anyone who wants to create this thing, what we have to do is chuck down our crafting table. Then we are going to place our banner there, a line of red going up like this to give a red stripe. Then we are going to need to place our banner up at the top with 3 ink sacs in the bottom right corner. And then we are going to need to place our banner in the top again with 3 down like that. And there we go, look, we have got a little Mumbo banner. That is my shirt, as you can see right here. I'm wearing that right there. And I just think that's awesome. It's such a simple design, and it was designed by someone called Ferris on Twitter. And it looks awesome. That is definitely my little shirt right there. So that's the perfect one. The perfect one. Now I'm fairly certain we have some form of insane ink farm on this server. But I don't actually know. I swear we do. But I can't find where it is. So instead I'm going to try my luck and go to the sheep farm to see if there's any ink sacs. But to be honest with you, that was such a hopeful thing. Why on earth would there be ink sacs here? I have no idea where I'm going to get ink sacs. I swear we had. I'm almost certain there was an insane ink farm. I might be going crazy. This could be Hermitcraft Series 2 seeping into my brain. But I don't seem to have any ink sacs. Obviously, this will give me tons of black wool, but that's not very good. We need ink sacs to dye the banners. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do. Maybe I'll look over here. This is Rainbow Fall, by the way, or the gigantic sheep puke wool farm or something like that. It was designed by Exumavoid, and this thing is absolutely mental. But yeah, by the look of things, there doesn't seem to be too much in the form of ink sacs over here. So we're going to have to head back right the way over to the base. Excellent news. So once again, I have travelled miles in the Nether because I have a feeling. Now, I don't know if this is Hermitcraft Series 2 or Hermitcraft Series 3, but I'm fairly certain Exuma built a massive squid farm that looks like a giant squid. I think it was even called like the mother squid or something like that. And I seem to remember it was in a desert. Now, there's only one desert that I actually know on the server, and that's the one that I'm in right now. So, it should be somewhere around here. I'm just going to go searching. I've been exploring for right about the past half an hour, and to be honest with you, it's quite fun. I haven't explored in Minecraft for ages and just taken a look around and seen what's about. But I would quite like to find this Squid Farm, because otherwise, of course, our banners aren't going to be built, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I will keep you guys updated. I will let you know if I find this gigantic squid. Hopefully, it is nearby, and hopefully, we can gather loads and loads of resources. What's that over there? I have just no idea. No idea whatsoever. I found it. I explored the desert for a little while, couldn't actually find the thing, and then I popped through into the Nether, and here it is. As you can see, this thing is enormous. How did I not find this? I must have just been sort of searching around there and not... I don't know. This is huge. This is absolutely enormous. Wow, Exuma really does work hard on here, but as you can see, there's no ink sacs. There's currently no ink sacs. Oh, we're going to have to do some AFKing, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that those are the chests, right? That's where... No? It definitely looks like it. Or am I going crazy here? Where does the ink come through? Oh! Oh! No! No, 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 oh, I did not want that. Okay. I'm going to have to try and work out how Exuma's farm works. I'm assuming that is where all the ink sacs come through, but there's plenty of squid falling, and I'm not seeing any ink sacs. But I'm going to pop those doors back up, because that could have been lethal. So I've done a little bit of investigating, and I've gone down into Exuma's redstone, and by the look of things, his little comparator clock here, the dropper clock, isn't actually working. It's sort of backed up and it's completely broken down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove a bunch of the ink sacs here, and by the look of things, that has now fixed it. That actually looks like it's fixed it all up. All of the ink sacs are being fired out. We now have a ton of ink sacs as well, but there looks like there is just tons and tons of ink sacs that have just backed up through all of the hoppers here. So hopefully that should fix that problem. All of this is now going to go through into the top part. As you can see there, the item elevator is right there. So all of those items are going to go upwards just like that, which is nice and easy. And are they actually going up? Yep, they are. So hopefully everything's fixed now. I'm glad I managed to fix that, so that now the whole server can have access to the lovely ink sacs. So finally, we have reached the stage now where we can actually do this one. So we're going to have our stripe going up the middle. Hopefully, if I do this wrong, if I do this wrong, I'm going to be stressed out. And then it's that, I do believe. That gives us that, and then we just need to switch this over to this side, and there we go. There is the Mumbo banner, the Mum banner. There it is. It is looking good. I feel like I should add a few around my base, because of course, probably not going to require 8 in the directions through the Nether hub, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with this one. This is looking really good. Of course, I think my shield is that. Yeah, that is my that's not my shield. It's my cape. And I don't know how that happened. I think that's just Optifine being cool. But there it is. This is it. Now I'm going to start chucking this around the Nether, so that everyone knows how to get to my Nether hub, so that everyone knows how to get to the Mumbo Jumbo. So the banners have now been placed in. We have got a banner over there, banner here, and then we've got a banner in this direction as well. You can see it there. Basically, I've tried my best to spam them everywhere, so everyone can tell exactly where I am. I've got a banner over here. I need a sign explaining that this isn't my Nether portal, but you have to go through. And then, of course, once you pass that point, you should be good to go. But I've also got a banner on the side of my pillar over here. So, yeah, I think we are pretty clear as to where my Nether hub actually is, which is good. But I'm going to grab some signs. I'm going to do some explaining. I really want to make sure that nobody gets lost, because it's always frustrating getting lost, especially in the Nether. So I think this should just about cover it. First off, I have placed a sign over in Zombie Cleo's portal telling people to carry on through the portal to get to my base. But more importantly, of course, I've got this one which tells everyone that this is the Mumbo sign. And I know I have ruined this lovely, neat board that they've got here. But you have to do what you have to do. You have to do what you got to do. I was going to place a banner up at the top there, but I realised I would ruin the symmetry up there as well. So I've decided to go for ones down the side. But there we go. That is everything done for today's episode. I am a little bit upset that I didn't manage to get my tunnel done in today's episode. But unfortunately, there's just been a bunch of stuff happening today, hasn't there? I mean, first off, you know, I recorded a bunch of the episode without my mic being turned on, which is something that I've never done before. I built the door in the wrong location a bunch of times, which was really quite frustrating. And I decided to travel off around the entire Hermitcraft server for a little while there. Just got on a massive exploration mission, which was really fun. It was awesome for me. I love checking out all of the builds, but it didn't make for very interesting footage, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's been a really strange one. The oddest return to full-time YouTube ever, most probably. But I've had a lot of fun today. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. I cannot wait to get back into the swing of things with YouTube. You guys have been awesome while I've been slightly away, a little bit AFK there. So thank you ever so much, and thank you ever so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please let me know by hitting that like button. If you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.